Okay, now for the exercises, we're going to start off with a warm-up called the cat camel, and this should be at the top of the exercise page. Okay, for the cat camel, what I'd like you to do is to try to get on all fours like this picture shows, and I would like to try to get the knee directly under the hip joint, and I would like to try to get the wrist as well as you can directly under the shoulder joint this way. Now what I would like for you to do is to try to arch the spine this way while you tuck the chin in this way. You're going to push up through your body, trying to arch the body as high as you can this way, and then right after that you're going to push the arch down this way. Okay, you're going to push the back and the spine down this way, trying to arch the body down this way while you raise the chin up just a little bit. And what I'd like for you to do is to go up, down, 5 to 7 times to do the warm-up. Okay, so this is going to be the warm-up, and it just takes 5 or 7 times to get warmed up before you go to the next exercise. Now the first of the exercises is going to be called the bird dog. So what I'd like for you to do is to start off in the same position that you did the cat camel. And the first thing you're going to do is to extend one of your arms out this way. Okay? Just lift it up, and you want to try to get it as level with the ground as you can. Now, what you're going to do when you lift the arm, when you get to the top up here, I want you to tighten up all of these muscles in the back of the arm and your shoulder right there, as if somebody is trying to push down on your arm and you're providing resistance. We want you to squeeze these muscles right up in here. I want you to hold that for 2 slow breaths using the belly to breathe. In other words, when you breathe in, your belly pushes out this way. When you blow out, the belly pushes in this way, pushes up into your body. So you're going to take 2 slow breaths, and then you let the arm back down to the starting position. Then after that, I want you to go to the opposite leg. Okay, you see, if I started off with my left arm over here, I want you to go to the left leg. Straighten out the left leg. Tighten up all of these muscles over here in the back of the hip and the back of the leg, as if somebody's trying to push down on the leg right over here. And hold that for 2 slow breaths using the belly. When you breathe in, the belly goes out. When you exhale, the belly goes in this way. Okay? So you're going to go from the left arm to the right leg, then from the left arm to the left leg. Look on the instructions for the amount of repetitions, sets, and times per day. Next exercise down is the curl up. What you'll do is just lay down flat on your back, and I want you to extend one leg, or have one leg straight, the other leg you're going to have bent with this foot just flat on the floor or the bed or the table or what have you, whatever you're on there. Okay? You're going to tuck your hands underneath the lower back over here. Just stack your hands one on top of the other, and we want to support the lumbar curve, that little curve in the lower part of your spine. And what you're going to do is tighten up the muscles of the front of your body over here and lift the shoulders area and the head area at the same time, and try to keep everything in a straight line. What helps to do this is if you actually lift this part of your body, the shoulder part of your body, up off of the surface before the head comes up. And that'll ensure that your ear and your shoulder stay in line with each other. Once you get up just a couple of inches, it's all it takes between your shoulders and whatever you're laying on. Just a couple of inches is all it takes. And I want you to take 2 slow breaths with the belly. Recall, when you breathe in, I want the belly to go out this way. Whenever you breathe in, whenever you breathe out, the belly goes in this way. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Okay? So keep that in mind. So hold that for 2 slow breaths and then let it back down and relax. Look on the instruction sheet for the amount of repetitions, sets, and times per day. And then the last exercise is going to be the side bridge. I want you to lay down on your side, prop yourself up on your elbow like this. Try to have the shoulder directly over the elbow. You're going to have your knees bent in this fashion with one leg on top of the other leg. And for the exercise, what I'd like for you to do is to lift your pelvis. Lift the pelvis up off of the surface that you're laying on and try to straighten your body out this way, bridging your body, touching here at the elbow and then down over here at the knees. Try to have nothing touching between the elbow and the knees. I want you to hold that for 2 slow breaths using the belly. Recall when you breathe in, I want the belly to pooch out this way. When you exhale out, I want your belly going in the body this way. So 2 slow breaths, then let your pelvis back down, relax a little while, and then repeat. Now, normally you would have your hand just kind of resting over here on the side of your body, on your thigh. However, some people have shoulder issues. They have shoulder pain or shoulder weakness. I show this picture with my hand on the shoulder right over here. In case you have shoulder pain or shoulder weakness, what I'd like for you to do is to reach your hand over here, and right when you start to bridge, you're going to pull down this way into the shoulder joint, and that force helps to buttress the shoulder joint so that you can do the exercise for your posture or for your back, holding it for that 2 breaths. You can use your hand to brace the shoulder, and it allows you to do the exercise. So you're going to do a few repetitions on this side, then flip over and do a few repetitions on the other side, and make sure that you read the instructions for the amount of repetitions, sets, and times per day.